Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today for this Nexford Virtual Tour. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes for more attendees to join. But in the meantime, for those who have joined us already, today I would love for you guys to jump in the webinar chat and just introduce yourself to everyone. Let me know from where in the world you're joining us from today, as well as which Nexford program you're interested to apply to. So I see we have a small crowd. I just see Philip, Yusuf, and Olamilekan Omotosho. Thanks for joining us today. Where are you joining us from today, and which Nexford program do you wish to apply to? Have any of you already started your application or your enrollment? Fantastic. I'm happy to see some introductions already. Let's see. So we have Olamilekan who says you're interested in an MBA with a specialization in AI, artificial intelligence. We've got Philip Yusuf, a pharmacist who wants to study for the Nexford MBA from Nigeria. That's a fantastic choice. I'm happy to see you trying to explore, a different area and gain some business skills. Thanks for joining us today. So since this is meant to be a shorter virtual tour, I do think some of the attendees are late to join. I think we can already get started. This webinar is being recorded, so you can watch a playback once it's uploaded on our YouTube channel. If you want the link for that, just reach out to our team on WhatsApp or send us an email or whoever else you're in contact with from the Nexford team, and we'll send you a link so that you can watch a playback. All right, and let me start by introducing myself. My name is Mai, and I'm a senior Nexford application specialist. I've been with Nexford for more than 5 years now. And during that time, I have spoken with many aspiring learners, such as you guys, who have common questions about the Nexford online learning experience and how it's similar or different from other online programs or other online university. So I would love to tell you guys more about Nexford today. So we will start with just an introduction about Nexford and our programs. And to answer some common questions we get right from the beginning of the webinar, I know, when I've tended to not cover these areas, they tend to be the common questions that participants ask at the end of the webinar, because we will be having a Q&A portion or a question and answer section at the end of this webinar today. So please prepare your questions. There's a Q&A box or a Q&A segment where you can drop your questions so they can be replied to towards the end. I look forward to receiving them and giving you more clarity about Nexford and perhaps the application process or anything else that comes to mind about studying at Nexford. All right, guys, so let's get started. So I want to just talk about Nexford first and how we got started. Nexford University is designed for a global audience looking to build in-demand skills while earning recognized and accredited credentials. We have reimagined what a modern university looks like. We turned down the walls of the traditional campus and we designed a modern learning experience that is 100% online. By leveraging technology, we deliver world-class education at a fraction of the cost of traditional universities. And our programs are future-focused and competency-based, enabling you to build practical skills you will use to get ahead in your career. So having said that, when I mentioned the flexible learning pace, this is one that often aspiring learners get confused about. They think that it is a self-paced program, but it is important to note it is a flexible learning pace because there are still deadlines you need to meet for assignment submissions and assessments and so on. But there are no fixed class times. You can log in any time of the day, any time of the week to do your studying. If you dedicate anywhere from 10 to 15 or maybe 15 to 20 hours studying every week, you can complete your courses even faster if you like. The flexible pace structure allows everybody to complete 1 or 2 courses every 1 or 2 months. So normally a Nexford course is designed to take you 8 weeks to complete. That is what we consider a term. A term at Nexford is 2 months, so that is 8 weeks. And a standard course takes you that long to complete, but you can finish it faster. You can finish it in 1 month, and you can even take 1 to 2 courses in that term, or even complete them in 1 month. And that way, for many of our programs, you can finish it much, much faster. All right, let's move forward. I want to talk about accreditation, which is one of the many questions that we get at Nexford. I know, a lot of you are perhaps concerned about recognition or about accreditation. So I'm happy to put your mind at ease and tell you more about our accreditation. So Nexford is accredited by DEAC, which is the Distance Education Accrediting Commission. The DEAC is listed by the U.S. Department of Education as a recognized accrediting agency and is also recognized by the Council for Higher Education Accreditation, which is CHIA for short. DEAC accreditation certifies that Nexford is legitimate and can provide high-quality education that meets U.S. online university standards. And it will be easier for you to use your Nexford credentials to enroll in programs at other institutions or transfer credits to another university. We're also licensed by the Higher Education Licensure Commission, which is HELC, and this is the same organization that licenses all physical universities operating in Washington, D.C. Everybody can learn more about our accreditation on our website. If you have any further questions about this, I'm definitely happy to clarify as well. So our programs are very job aligned in that the job skills you learn at Nexford are going to help prepare you to apply for jobs or advance in the job you already have. While we can't say what job you're going to get for certain, we are here to help you reach those goals. We've analyzed 30 million jobs and surveyed industry leaders and surveyed the employers of 2.5 million people worldwide, such as Microsoft, Citibank, and Unilever, using data analytics and data science to identify the key skills that global employers are looking for. This information guided the development of our curriculum. And what we did with the data is we used a backward design model. This means that we start with the end goal in mind, the specific skills and the competencies that employers value the most and is perhaps missing in the global workforce today. So our competency-based curriculum emphasizes practical application and projects mirroring real-world work scenarios, and every course is built around a fictional workplace with specific challenges. Students will be able to engage in hands-on activities such as creating business plans or digital marketing campaigns and investor presentations and so much more as part of your assessments. You also get support, nearly 24/7 support from our success advisors. Success advisors are posted all around the world, and this allows you to be able to reach them on WhatsApp or send them an email or book a call with them to receive, anytime guidance on study transition or timeline creation or goal setting. They are really there to help you transition to online studies and help create your study timeline and reach your goals. They even reach out to you before you even think of reaching out to them, and that is because they track your progress. Anybody can also book one-on-one sessions with faculty members for content queries or attend optional live sessions for course guidance. So faculty members or Nexford professors do host one or two live sessions, in the month that you are not obligated to join, but they are very beneficial. You get a lot of tips and tricks on how to succeed in your program, and I truly recommend joining those. We'll be talking more later on about the comprehensive resources, and I'll showcase them to everybody, the ones that you get access to as a Nexford learner. And those are just some of the many learner benefits you get while you're studying at Nexford. Next, I do want to talk about pricing, which is also a very important point. We are one of the most affordable American universities in the world, and Nexford offers flexible pay-as-you-go monthly tuition. So at Nexford, there aren't any surprises, there aren't any hidden costs. You're never going to pay more than the maximum cost for the duration of your degree enrollment. So your tuition adapts to you, not the other way around. So you can finish in less than the average duration and you pay less. If you take more time to complete your degree, you don't have to worry about any penalties or increasing costs. Like I said, you're never going to pay beyond the maximum cost for the duration of your degree enrollment, making budgeting for your education hassle-free. So you'll see an example here that says if it takes you 24 months to complete your master's degree, you'll only pay the tuition amount for 18 months, as also shown in the photo here. So as long as you remain enrolled and you complete within 27 months, for the rest of the months after 18 months, you're not going to pay any additional tuition. So this guaranteed maximum cost gives you peace of mind and allows you to focus on your studies and career goals without worrying about unexpected tuition increases. Finally, just want to quickly talk about some positive learner outcomes that we found out from our Nexford alumni due to a survey that they took. So let's look at some of these stats. If anybody wants the links to these as well, I'm happy to send it to them. So you'll see here that 96% of alumni were employed full-time across global companies. 80% were promoted, and they received that just within 18 months. Moreover, 98% of our alumni recommend Nexford to other learners, and 77% gained degree skills that matched their career goals. All right, I see more attendees have joined since. I will start sharing my screen to show the online platform as well, because I know a lot of you have joined today to see exactly how the online platform looks like. I just want to welcome those who joined a little later, like Jennifer, Kalechi, Maggie, Nicholas, who else? Philip. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining. Please feel free to introduce yourself in the webinar chat. We've just gone through an introduction about Nexford and our programs and the different features. However, if you have additional questions, please send them in the Q&A box so we can answer them at the end of the webinar today. And also letting you know this webinar is being recorded, so you can always ask for a playback. All right, I'm sharing my screen again here, guys, just to make sure The participants today are alert and with me. If you can just raise your hand and confirm that you can see my screen right now, that would be great. All right, thank you, Olamide Khan and Maji. Thanks for confirming. Jennifer as well, thank you so much. All right. Okay, I assume everybody can see my screen, so let's get started. So what everyone is currently looking at is the main homepage of our online learning platform at Nexford. The learning management system that we use is called Canvas. It is very user-friendly. We'll go through some of those features today, but this is the homepage or the main dashboard, which showcases the courses that you could be enrolled in, as well as a resource you always have access to, such as the Writing Lab. I want to mention before I move on that there is a mobile app. There's a mobile application called Canvas Student. Anybody can download it today, but you're not going to be able to access our online platform until you've got it enrolled. Only after you get enrolled, you're going to get your login information, your login credentials, through which you can access your online program. So you can have this if you're an Android user or an iPhone user, you can definitely download the Canvas Student application. And it's quite functional in that you can check your courses, you can connect with faculty members or fellow learners, or reach out to a success advisor. You can do even some assignments on your phone if possible, and check your grades and send messages on the inbox and so much more. So we're back in the main dashboard here. I want to let you know that once you get enrolled at Nexford and you have access to the online platform, you're going to be asked to take the NXU Orientation or the Nexford University Orientation, which is your welcome package that you need to complete before you start your official course. This will cover everything you need to know about the online platform. You'll get access to all the academic resources and the different services. You'll get tips on how to succeed in online learning, and you'll also learn all about the university policies. So let's jump to the module section here. You'll see there are only 4 modules, module 1 through 4. And like I said, it just covers everything you need to know about the online platform. This course can take you as little as 30 minutes to complete. You're not being graded for it. It's just going to equip you with everything you need to know to succeed. Right from the beginning, there's a welcome video from our founder and our CEO, Fadel Tarzi, where he tells everybody more about Nexford and Nexford's mission and how we got started. So I'd like to play this for everybody just for a few seconds.
It's been said that the future is a convenient place for dreams, so why not dream big? I've always known education changes lives, but I first realized its impact over a decade ago. On my entrepreneurial journey, I saw a gap between the skills of college graduates and the needs of employers. With my own startups, I struggled to find people with the right competencies. For example, I couldn't find a software engineer with effective communication skills. I couldn't find the creative designers who could plan. I thought to myself, is this why unemployment stats of college graduates grab so many media headlines? And it's not a graduate's fault. Burdened by heavy debt, cohorts of learners walk away from university unprepared for the workplace. That's why I set out to create a university for you, one that I'm convinced has the potential to positively impact lives as well as millions worldwide. I'm Fadel Al-Tarzi, and I can proudly say that I'm the founder and CEO of Nexford University.
All right, guys, that is just a sneak peek. Hopefully you can watch it in its entirety once you get enrolled at Nexford. But I want to say that this video right here is a small example of the different and dynamic elements through which you're going to be doing your studying at Nexford. It's not going to be a lot of text. We don't want our learners falling asleep. So you're going to find videos like these, a mix of these videos, downloadable resources, interactive exercises, everything to always keep learning experiences fresh and dynamic. Always something to keep you engaged. And any video has a link to a transcript that you can download. So a written transcript can be very useful for some of the course content or video content within your modules. And then we have learner WhatsApp groups that you can join from the beginning. It's very useful to have a study buddy. Since we have learners from more than 110 countries around the world today, you're going to find several WhatsApp groups that are either country-specific, program-specific, or intake-specific. You can even start your own WhatsApp group and let a success advisor know, and they will help you share it with fellow learners. You also have the option to get connected with a peer mentor. So peer mentors are current Nexford learners that are dedicated to making you feel welcome and help you get settled in your new learning environment. If you want to get connected with one or book a session with an available peer mentor, also just reach out to our success team to match you with one. And they can share with you, obviously, like best practices on managing time and workload. They can show you around the online platform, give you very helpful tips about learning, offer a listening ear if you're stressed out about online learning. They can share experiences and how to succeed and so much more. And then we have discussion forums. We can spark discussions with fellow learners, in vibrant course boards and chats. Your learning is a shared experience, so your success is our priority starting from day one. For the NXU orientation, the introduction to the Nexford community gives you a prompt just to introduce yourself as a start. Let everybody know more about you, how you joined Nexford, what your journey was, perhaps your previous educational or work experience, whatever you like to share. Normally, you'd be able to see all the learner posts at the bottom here. But of course, I'm not a Nexford learner, so this is a demo account. So you're going to see that the topic is closed for comments, but normally you can see all the posts from different learners. You can engage with them, respond to them. And of course, this is more around course content when the discussion forum is embedded within the other courses or other modules. Like I mentioned earlier, the NXU Orientation will give you access to the learner, resource center and the different policies, the knowledge base, and all of that. So this is the NXU Orientation, guys. Like I said, it can take you 30 minutes to complete. You'll need to complete it before you start your official program. But I'm happy to jump into the other areas in the left side navigation pane here, which follows you no matter where you go in the online platform. As you can see, courses will give you an overview of the courses you're enrolled in. History will just show you the last pages that you accessed in the online platform. Very useful for when you're studying and you want to jump from one area to the other. And then you'll see the inbox is one of the easiest ways for you to communicate with fellow learners. And I mentioned that earlier, that that's accessible also on the mobile app. So in the inbox, you'll see a compose a new message at the top right here. Just click on that, select the course that you're enrolled in, let's say Roadmap to Success. Do you want to speak with a teacher or a student? On a normal account, you should be able to see the option to select teachers of the courses you're enrolled in also. But here, I'm just being given an option to speak with myself. You put a subject and your message and send, and it is that easy to communicate. You'll see there are chats, also live chats within the courses, aside from the discussion forums, aside from the WhatsApp groups and peer mentors. There's so many areas where you can get connected with a global audience and also, network with fellow learners from around the world. LinkedIn is one of the many ways that you can do that, and I'd love to cover that a little later on, as well as LinkedIn Learning. But let me quickly show you the calendar. So you'll see there are items added to your calendar automatically depending on the courses that you're enrolled in. And these are color-coded, which is something you can control from the main homepage here. Just click on any three dots and select different colors for the courses. I know for some people this can help them get more organized. You can filter your view if you want to plan ahead, and plot different events or to-dos on your calendar. You can add your own or create your own event or your own to-do item. Click on more options to add more details and frequency and so on. And this can be synchronized with your PC or your laptop or your mobile phone. And that way you never miss out on any important reminders. All right, next I'm going to talk about the Writing Lab, which is a resource you always have access to at Nexford. We know that not everybody is a natural born writer, and for the types of assignments you may be required to do at Nexford, you may be not familiar with the formatting, or you need help with your academic writing or your research skills. So just jump to the module section here. This is where you can get access to expert guidance. You'll see the style guides that I mentioned earlier. You'll see tips on, what is plagiarism and how to avoid it. You can master the latest techniques for ethical AI use in research and content creation. All of this to ensure that your assignments really shine. And, you get tips on English grammar as well, or paragraph structure. So some of these are videos, some of them are articles, and then there can be recordings also if you join sessions, and so on. So that is the Writing Lab, guys. Like I said, this is something you always have access to. It's one of the many learner benefits. So speaking of learner benefits, let's talk about the NXU library as well. So the NXU library is a robust library of over 60 million resources that covers so many different topics. This extensive online library is something you have access to throughout your learning journey. It's packed with thousands of databases, articles, and publications, all accessible anywhere, anytime, at no additional cost. It's already included in your tuition. It's a great research tool for you to utilize while you're studying at Nexford. And then, of course, there's LinkedIn Learning. So if you haven't heard of LinkedIn Learning, it is connected with LinkedIn, and normally you need a paid subscription to be able to take any LinkedIn Learning course or video, but this is also included in your Nexford tuition. And once you complete any LinkedIn Learning course, you do receive a certificate of completion, which is a great thing to add to your CV or your resume. It really helps sharpen your skills and can really accelerate your career growth. This is just one of the many career services. I want to note that within your course content at Nexford, there are a lot of LinkedIn Learning videos already embedded, so that way you can take some courses at LinkedIn Learning that are related to the Nexford program you're already studying. So some of the other career services are things you can learn about on our website if you go to nexford.edu/career. I just covered LinkedIn Learning, but we also have IBM Digital Nation Africa. This is for those that are currently based in Africa. And if you're more interested around, cybersecurity or programming or AI or so on, then this is the place for you. And then we also have Forage, which is normally a free resource, but we partnered up with them so you can get a head start on your career with Forage job simulations. You can look at some of them here. You'll see this is included already in your Nexford program. These immersive exercises or experiences rather let you practice real world skills, but with real companies. So these are job simulations, but with real companies like JP Morgan and Accenture and so much more. Can really help build your confidence and give you a competitive edge in the job market. They vary in a difficulty level. As you can see, some of them are 3 to 4 hours, anywhere from 2 to 6 hours and so on. And you also receive a certificate once you complete a job simulation with Forage. As you can see, and that's something you can also share or add to your CV or your resume or your list of certificates. All right. Does anyone have any questions so far? I want to check if anyone's dropped any questions. We are nearing the end of the webinar today. I will cover another area before we move on. All right, I don't see that we've received any questions, but I'd love to hear from you guys. I see that we have 9 participants on the call, so please, Uche or Philip or Kalechi or Maggie or Joseph or Jennifer or anybody on the call, please don't hesitate. Don't be shy if you have questions about the Nexford learning experience or anything such as Nexford tuition or scholarships or how to apply or enroll. Just please share your questions and we'll do our best to assist you before we end the call today. In the meantime, while you prepare your questions, I'd be happy to share this video right here also, which covers other areas that I did not have access to today, such as My NXU or My NXU Wallet. And that is something you get access to also in the online platform, which will be very, very useful for you. It's sort of your personal command center where you can get access see your entire learning path. It'll be visible for you. You can keep track of your tuition payments and so much more. So I'd like to play this for everybody as well.
Welcome to Nexford University, where learning is not confined by walls or borders. Join us for a virtual tour of the Nexford learning experience. 100% online and flexible, you gain new skills and earn credentials on your terms, accelerating your professional growth.
My NXU is your personal command center. This is where your Nexford journey begins, connecting you to everything you need to succeed. Your entire learning path will be visible to you in the program area. This is where you can view your program progress and scores, and it is where you will go to access your online courses. Tap on any course to explore in-depth details about what you'll learn, the skills you'll gain, and to launch your next adventure.
Now, let's step into Canvas, your dynamic Nexford learning environment. Our courses are not just workplace relevant, they're designed to be engaging and interactive, with diverse multimedia content that brings your learning to life. Each course is organized into modules, each aligning with specific learning outcomes. You'll encounter a mix of videos, downloadable resources, and interactive exercises to keep your learning experience fresh and dynamic.
Get ready for practical, real-world assignments that build your skills and portfolio. Your coursework becomes a showcase of your expertise, ready to impress future employers.
At Nexford, online doesn't mean alone. Connect with instructors and classmates in live classes, get one-on-one support from faculty, and spark discussions on vibrant course boards and chats. Your learning is a shared experience.
Your success is our priority, starting from day one. Our new learner orientation gives you everything you need to thrive at Nexford. And if you need a little extra help along the way, we've got your back 24/7. From tech support to personalized guidance, our learner success team is here for you. Schedule one-on-one advising sessions and unlock your full potential. Elevate your writing with our cutting-edge writing lab. Access expert guidance, hone your skills, and master the latest techniques for ethical AI use in research and content creation, ensuring your assignments shine. Explore our extensive online library, packed with thousands of databases, articles, and publications, all accessible anytime and anywhere for no additional cost. At Nexford, we provide everything you need to learn and grow. Nexford's commitment to your success goes beyond the classroom. Level up your skills with LinkedIn Learning, included in your Nexford tuition. Get unlimited access to thousands of expert-led courses to sharpen your skills, boost your resume, and accelerate your career growth. Nexford's career services provide expert advising, online courses, and live sessions to help you land the job you want and accelerate your professional growth. Get a head start on your career with Forge job simulations, included in your Nexford program. These immersive experiences let you practice real-world skills and build your confidence, giving you a competitive edge in the job market. Ready to unlock your potential and achieve your goals? Explore our programs and enroll today. Your future starts at Nexford.
All right, guys, that about sums it up as well. Let me know if there are any areas you wish to see or learn more about. I'm happy to show you an example of an assignment or perhaps grading or anything like that before we wrap up our call today. All right, I'm happy to see some questions here. I see a question from Joseph. That is a good question. Is software engineering still relevant with the wake of AI? I'm not too sure I'm equipped to answer that question, Joseph, but I am happy to connect you perhaps with our academic team to respond to you in regards to that. I do want to clarify that we do not offer software engineering related programs at Nexford. We do, however, have artificial intelligence as well as other tech related programs. All right, I see that you're also asking, kindly elaborate more on the linking of the LinkedIn Learning. Also, if you mean exactly how you get access to that, like I mentioned, you'll have access to that at no additional cost. So simply with your Nexford account information, you'll receive access to LinkedIn Learning. You can already have a LinkedIn account. If you do have one, we can use that email address or just link that to you, or you can create a new LinkedIn account, whichever way you require for the setup, that you will be guided through those steps with a success advisor once you join. So success advisors will be your go-to people as you study at Nexford. Does anyone have any questions about application? Has anybody started their application journey yet? There are some steps for you in our webinar chat for you to get started. You'll see my colleague from Nexford at the background here is assisting you with further information. So if you've yet to start your application, it's very easy. It can take you, 5 minutes to complete your application, or up to 30 minutes. It's really not so long. The great thing is you can log on to our online platform to start your application at any time. If you're not ready to complete it in one go, you can exit and join later. And you'll be able to continue from where you left off. It saves your progress, so that way it can really assist you with the application. I'll share my screen here also to show you guys the application guide. At Nexford is an application and enrollment guide that takes you throughout the whole process. Share the link with everyone in the chat first, and then share my screen. So this is a great PDF document that I really recommend for everybody to download. It takes you through all of the steps to apply at Nexford. You'll see the table of contents here. It is just very comprehensive, so I don't want this to scare you in terms of table of contents, but let's go through them here. So obviously it's important to first select a program. So I recommend you do your research thoroughly, go through our website to explore all of our programs. You can always speak to a Nexford application specialist on chat or request a call so they can assist you and help match you with a program depending on your educational background and your career and study goals. Once you've selected a program, just make sure you know the admission requirements, and then you can start your application online. You need an active email address to apply. And then you need to enter your education history, work background if possible, pick a learning path. So you have the option of trying a foundation course for some of our programs, such as our MBA, before enrolling in the full program. So that you get to try the first MBA course or just try a foundational course. Also, if your background, your bachelor's degree is not in a business related field, you may be required to take foundation courses as a prerequisite before you start your official program. Tell us more about you. Of course, we need your first and last name, some further information for identification purposes. Proof of identity. So we accept different forms of identification. It can be your driver's license. It can be a passport. We do need a clear photo of you. So we're going to see all the requirements here to succeed, to know to know how to upload that information. Then there's a one-time $25 application fee for the submission and review of your application. We do have a running offer this month. If you get enrolled before, I believe, the 28th of this month, you can get $5 off of your application. And then once you submit your application, you can receive a same-day decision if your application is clear, if your names match in your documents, if you don't have any documents that need translating. We do offer in-house translations. So if everything is clear, you can receive same-day decision or anywhere from 1 to 2 business days. Otherwise, it can take up to 7 business days to receive a decision on your application. If successful, then you can continue on to the enrollment stage. So let's move on to that. Here are some additional tips. Let's go to the enrollment stage, completing enrollment. And here is where you need to pay at least the first month of your chosen program tuition. That is how you can get enrolled at Nexford. You have to pay at least the first month tuition. If you want to secure your spot, you can get enrolled today and still choose a future start date, such as January 1, February 1 or March 1. So you don't have to start right away. And the next payment you're going to need to make will be at the end of your first month studying at Nexford before your second month begins. Sign the enrollment agreement, pay your tuition fee. We accept different payment options or methods rather. And that's it. And then you're enrolled. If you have any additional information, you can always reach out to our team. You'll see in our chat as well additional information if we can reach out to, such as our WhatsApp number and our email address also. Does anyone else have any additional questions? I want to remind everybody that Nexford is increasing its tuition fees. A lot of our programs are increasing in tuition by up anywhere from 19 to 21% by January 1, 2025. So if you want to secure our current tuition fees and make sure that the new tuition fees, the new tuition scheme does not get applied on you or your program, make sure to get enrolled before the end of this month, and that way you secure our current tuition fees. That is a good question. I'm happy to see another question here from Olamir Khan, who says, is it possible to pause the program as a result of emergency, and how many pauses is allowed? Yes, definitely. We understand that life happens. Everybody is given a leave allowance, or what we call a leave of absence, of up to 4 months in a master's degree program and up to 8 months in our bachelor's degree program. Of course, if your situation is much more serious and you need additional time or an extension, that is something you will need to communicate with our success team, and they will assist you during that time, perhaps providing you an exception or an extension of that leave of absence. They are taken 1 month at a time, so you cannot simply pause your program for 5 days and return. They're taken 1 month at a time because our programs start in the beginning of each month. And of course, you will not be paying tuition during the time that you are not studying, because you only pay for the months you spend studying at Nexford. I see another question here from Nicholas, who says, could you please provide the curriculum for the bachelor's program and let me know what the first course will be? We're happy to share that with you in the webinar chat. We can send you the link for the bachelor's program curriculum, as well as what the first course will be. So I want to remind everyone, all this information is accessible on our website. I'd like to think our website is very clear on the course curriculum and so on. However, you can always reach out to us on WhatsApp or send us an email or request a call from a Nexford application specialist so we can walk you through that information a little better. So Nicholas will share with you shortly. There we go. The link to our BBA. You'll see all the courses there and the skills that you're meant to gain from those courses. Because like I said, we do offer competency-based learning, which means skills-based. With every course that you complete, you are gaining actual skills that you can apply right away. All right, any additional questions, guys, before we wrap up? Can anybody guess on chat before we wrap up today, when is the enrollment deadline? This month, if you wish to join our January intake, or January batch of learners. Who here knows when the enrollment deadline is? Which day of this month? Anybody, any guessers? All right, this gives me a feeling that a lot of our attendees today are new to the application process. I see our first guesses here from Maggie, 31st of December. Jennifer also guessed 31st. Any other guesses? All right, I think that those are the only guesses we're getting. So I want to clarify that 28 is the enrollment deadline if you want to join the January 1 intake. The 28th of each month is the deadline if you want to join the following intake. If you get enrolled on, or you pay your first program tuition on or before rather after the 28th and before or on the 31st, then you would join our February 1 intake. You would have missed our January 1 intake. Thanks for guessing, guys. So please mark that down if you wish to start your program at the beginning of the new year. That way, you need to make sure you complete your application and enrollment on or before the 28th of December. All right. Nicholas, yes, the general education courses are in fact mandatory. There is some flexibility in some of our courses or some of our degree programs where you can sort of tailor the courses that you're taking depending on the specialization you wish to have at the end or so on. But a lot of the courses are also fixed, and this is clear. Also, you'll find it clear on our website, or if you reach out to a Nexford application specialist and we share with you a brochure for the course outline, you'll better understand which courses are mandatory and which ones are perhaps an elective courses or specialization courses where you have some flexibility. If anybody believes they have a background already in business or in which or related to whichever Nexford program you're applying to, we do offer a credit transfer policy or a credit transfer option. You can learn more about that also by reaching out to our team. And that way you can finish your Nexford program faster. That applies for the bachelor's degree program. Also, we have a top-up option for our BBA. Which allows you to transfer up to 75% of your existing credits or courses or diploma. And this way you can reduce your Nexford BBA completion time from 4 years to even 1 year. So if you want to learn more about that, also reach out to our team. Okay, guys, we ran over here, so I believe this wraps up our webinar today. I hope it was insightful for you. I hope you got to learn more about the learning experience at Nexford and about how to apply and enroll. If you have additional questions you could not think about today for this call, do not hesitate to reach out to our team through the WhatsApp number we shared with you in the webinar chat, or send us an email at help@nexford.edu. You can always request a call from a Nexford application specialist also to assist you with anything else. All right. I thank everyone for taking the time today to join me, and I wish you the best of luck in your studying journey with us. I hope everybody can join us in the next intake or the following intakes, and I wish everybody happy holidays as well as we near the end of this year. All right. Thanks, everybody.